Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all having an amazing day so far. Before we dive into today's video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. It helps us bring you more great WWE content. Now, let's talk about one of the most shocking reactions at WrestleMania 41. Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, was once the most beloved babyface in the women's division, a powerhouse with charisma, agility, and undeniable star power. But at Allegiant Stadium on night 2 of WrestleMania, something unexpected happened. Despite being positioned as a hero, Bianca walked out to a sea of boos. Fans were vocal, loud, and surprisingly united in their rejection of her. And that left the wrestling world asking one burning question: what happened? Bianca Belair has been a dominant figure in WWE since arriving on the main roster. She's been at the forefront of women's wrestling for years, known for her electrifying performances and iconic moments. From her emotional main event against Sasha Banks at WrestleMania 37 to her record-setting title reigns, Bianca has achieved milestones most can only dream of. But wrestling is strange like that. Sometimes, success can become a double-edged sword. The very things that make a wrestler great can be the same things that cause fans to turn on them. This year's WrestleMania featured Bianca in a triple threat match for the WWE Women's World Championship against Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. It was meant to be a massive showdown between three of the division's top stars, but Bianca's involvement came with controversy. Rhea Ripley, who was originally supposed to walk into WrestleMania as champion, lost her title in unexpected fashion on Raw after Elimination Chamber. During that match, Bianca showed up and caused a distraction that allowed Io Sky to pin Ripley and claim the championship. It was a moment that raised eyebrows. Why was Bianca, a babyface, interfering in a match that didn't involve her? Was she trying to stack the deck in her favor before WrestleMania? WWE fans, known for analyzing every little detail, started asking questions, and they didn't like the answers they were coming up with. The backlash only intensified when Bianca made it clear that she didn't want Ripley added to the WrestleMania title match. In storyline, she lobbied against Rhea's inclusion, painting herself as someone who wanted to gatekeep the main event. That's not what fans expect from a babyface. It's the kind of move that screams insecurity, not confidence. And with Rhea Ripley gaining more sympathy than ever after being betrayed by Dominic Mysterio and enduring a string of emotional setbacks, fans found themselves aligning more with her than the ever-smiling EST. When Ripley was asked how she felt heading into WrestleMania 41, she admitted that trust was hard to come by now. She said she once considered both Bianca and Io friends but no longer trusted them. That kind of raw, emotional vulnerability struck a chord with fans. Suddenly, Bianca didn't feel like the underdog anymore. She felt like the obstacle. It's not just this recent storyline that's fueling the boos. This has been simmering for a while now. Bianca's been a fixture in the women's division since 2021, constantly in title scenes, rarely showing weakness, and rarely losing clean. Her branding as the fastest, strongest, toughest woman in WWE became so dominant that it started to feel less like a character and more like a slogan being shoved down fans' throats. WWE pushed her as the gold standard of women's wrestling, but in doing so, they forgot to give her flaws, setbacks, or real emotional arcs. Look back at the John Cena era. He was also a dominant babyface who kept winning and smiling, but eventually fans turned on him too, not because he was bad at what he did, but because it all started to feel too predictable, too clean, too corporate. Bianca is in danger of falling into that same trap. Her dominance has become so routine that fans no longer feel like there's drama in her matches. They don't feel like she can lose. And in wrestling, if the audience doesn't believe a character can fall, they stop caring when they rise. There's also the matter of overexposure. Bianca's been everywhere: main events, media appearances, title matches, promotional material. While that's a testament to her marketability, it also means fans haven't had a chance to miss her. There's no mystique left. She's not a surprise anymore. She's the expected presence in every big match. WWE never gave her a moment to breathe, to step back and evolve. And because of that, she hasn't changed. The EST you see today is the same EST we saw 2 years ago. There's been no significant character growth or reinvention. And in today's wrestling world, where fans crave nuance and layers, that can be fatal. Another major issue is how Bianca's rivalries have been booked. Take her feud with Becky Lynch. It started off white hot with Bianca losing in 26 seconds at SummerSlam. Fans were furious and rallied behind her. But after her big win at WrestleMania 38, the follow-up lacked depth. Her title defenses after that felt like formalities. Matches where Bianca was booked to win because that's what WWE wanted, not because the story earned it. And when she eventually dropped the title to Asuka, The moment didn't have the emotional punch it should have had. Fans didn't feel like Bianca had been dethroned in a meaningful way. It just felt like a checkbox being ticked off. That kind of shallow booking makes it hard for fans to stay emotionally invested. And now that Rhea Ripley and Io Sky have captured the imagination of the WWE Universe with their more complex, layered personas, Bianca's smiling superhero act feels stuck in the past. Wrestling has moved into a grayer era. Characters are no longer black and white. Audiences love their anti-heroes, their flawed champions, their unpredictable rebels. Bianca, meanwhile, has stayed too clean, too corporate, too perfect, and fans are pushing back. Social media only makes things worse. Once a wrestler starts getting booed, it spreads like wildfire online. Memes, hot takes, reaction clips, it all piles on. And soon, people aren't just booing the character, they're booing the idea of the character, the symbol, the marketing push, the machine behind it. For Bianca, that's the unfortunate position she's in now. She's not just being rejected as a wrestler, she's being rejected as a concept, the WWE's chosen one, the franchise player who fans are tired of being told to love. But here's the ironic part, Bianca hasn't done anything wrong. She continues to give everything she has. She shows up, performs at the highest level, and represents WWE with dignity and class. Her promos are passionate, her matches are crisp, her presence is magnetic. The boos aren't because she's slacking, they're because she's too good at being what WWE wants her to be. And when someone stays on top for too long without change, fans don't just stop cheering, they start rooting for the fall. So what's the solution? It's not to bury Bianca or sideline her, it's to let her evolve. The greatest stars in wrestling history all went through dark chapters. They faced adversity, they broke down and built themselves back up. Bianca needs that chapter. She needs to lose not just a title, but herself. She needs to question who she is, why she's doing this, and what happens when the fans turn their backs. That kind of emotional journey could bring fans back into her corner, not because they're told to cheer her, but because they want to. Imagine Bianca cutting a promo after a devastating loss, not one where she pretends to be fine, but one where she's hurt, confused, and angry, where she turns to the crowd and says, "You cheered me when I chased, you crowned me when I rose, but now that I'm here, now that I've done everything you asked of me, you boo me." Let her lean into the truth, let her call out the fans. Let her expose the fickle nature of fame. That's not a heel turn for the sake of it. That's a character rebirth, a new chapter rooted in reality. And if WWE wants to go all in, they can build a long-term redemption arc. Let Bianca fall. Let her get desperate. Let her do things she regrets. Let her lose friends. Let her question her identity. And then, when the time is right, let her fight back. Not as the EST, but as Bianca, a flawed, driven, powerful woman who's been through it all and still stands tall. That's how you make magic. That's how you create legacy. Because at the end of the day, the fans still care. They still remember the pride they felt when she hoisted the title after that historic win over Sasha Banks. They still believe in her. Even if they boo now, they just want something real, something they can feel. And Bianca Belair has all the tools to give them that if WWE is willing to take the risk and tell the deeper story. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more updates on WWE's biggest stars and the stories behind the spectacle. Let us know in the comments, what do you want to see next for Bianca Belair? Should she turn heel? Should she take a break? Or is it time for WWE to change the way they write its heroes? We'll see you in the next one.